His gruff and generous attitude to food and life earns him a loyal following. U.S. celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain is dead of an apparent suicide. He was 61. Bourdain, who you may have remembered eating bun cha in Hanoi with Barack Obama on the sidelines of an Asian summit 2 years ago, was in the wine country of the eastern French region of Alsace, filming a segment for his CNN series on culinary traditions. Brian Quinn has more.
From Michelin-starred restaurants to street carts, in food, Anthony Bourdain saw life. His irreverent, often profane style helped set him apart from the polite tradition of food media. 2001's Kitchen Confidential, the behind-the-scenes tell-all memoir of his time as a working chef, brought him to international fame. That led to his career as an Emmy-winning television presenter for several series, most recently CNN's Parts Unknown. In 2016, he met U.S. President Barack Obama for a $6 meal at a Hanoi noodle shop. Bourdain made a point of exploring far-flung, unglamorous locations, seeking cultural understanding through the conviviality of a shared meal.
In my worldview, food certainly plays a role, hopefully, in bringing some kind of enlightenment and understanding and openness and appreciation of other cultures.
Bourdain's own life brought to a sudden end at age 61 in an apparent suicide while on location in eastern France for Parts Unknown. His friends and fans alike took to social media to express their shock and sadness, other celebrity chefs among them. Nigella Lawson, calling herself heartbroken. Gordon Ramsay, stunned and saddened, remembering how Bourdain inspired people to explore other cultures through food. Bourdain's suicide comes just days after that of iconic American handbag designer Kate Spade, many of the tributes to the fallen chef, imploring those struggling with depression and suicidal thoughts to seek help.
And for more, let's go to Montreal, and acclaimed French chef Daniel Boulud joins us there. Thank you for speaking with us on France 24.
Hello, how are you?
Thanks for being with us. Your reaction to this shocking news?
The entire community of chefs and food lovers are devastated, and I am devastated by this news. And we all feel that we lost a friend, we lost a man who truly knew how to speak about food and truly knew how to speak about culture and truly knew how to speak about people. And he was as interested about gastronomy as he was about street food. And he will glorify anyone who will make him a beautiful meal. We did Lyon Part Unknown together, and we did the entire city of Lyon, and we spent so much time with Monsieur Paul Bocuse, and we spent time around the table, we spent time hunting, and he wanted to come and see my parents and my home, and he wanted to go to the cafeteria where I grew up, and sort of go back to see what the kids in my village were eating in their school. And to me, it was this interest of Tony about food was beyond anyone's imagination.
Yeah, that segment for his CNN show where you introduce him to your parents in their farm village near Lyon, and you prepare a meal together out of a carved out pumpkin is something else. What was he like in that moment?
For him, it was just happy. You could feel. You can always tell when Tony is reaching nirvana with food. And he also loved the fact that there is tradition, there is root into what he's experiencing. And it didn't matter if he was going into the middle of Cambodia or to maybe the greatest city in the world for food. Lyon, for him, he was like touching that point where he will find happiness and truth in the food.
He describes in his book, Kitchen Confidential, the inner workings of the restaurant business, particularly in New York, where he worked mostly. And
Yes.
He seemed almost embarrassed by the fact that the book became such a runaway bestseller. What was your thoughts when you first saw this book?
Well, Tony is a very smart man, and he understood that the world of cooking, the world of food, the world of restaurants, the kitchen life got to be taught in a way that he has lived it. And it's not that every chef lived the same way, the same life, but for someone like Tony to have been able to be a chef and then to be able to express those words through the life he lived through the kitchen was certainly riveting for an entire new generation of cooks who could refer to him, I think.
His death comes the same
And
week.
of course, he was,
Go ahead.
of course, Tony was Mr. No BS. And he just had direct expression of how he felt about things, about life, about food, about people, and about sometimes the system as well.
His death comes the same week as the celebrity designer Kate Spade committed suicide. The food community, of course, remembers a few years back the starred chef Bernard Loiseau who committed suicide. There's pressure in the world that you work in, Daniel Boulud.
Of course, there is always pressure in every individual for the lives they live and for the ambition they have. But I think maybe it's beyond pressure. I think it's love and certainly something very emotional happened in the life of Tony. And I think he was maybe so down and depressed. I can't tell what happened, but I just feel that we all wish we can help someone in difficult time, and maybe that someone didn't speak enough about the problem. And I mean, we are all so sorry for his family, for his friends, for our community as chef. We have so many fond memories, and I am one of thousands of chefs who had the opportunity to share moment with Tony. And we all feel in the world of media, in the world of food, and in the world of people who love to travel and be inspired by someone, I think we are all devastated here.
Daniel Boulud, whose restaurant in the Upper East Side of New York, Daniel, is 2-starred with the Michelin Guide. Many thanks for speaking with us and for remembering Anthony Bourdain. Thank you for being with us from Montreal.
Thank you.